How's it going, everyone? Mick Ambrose from All About Tech, back for another video. Today, we are literally so close to block 575 or 576, where the averaging algorithm kicks in and starts to really decrease that difficulty level. I just wanted to go into a little detail because they released an update a couple of days ago, but I didn't make a video yesterday. But I just wanted to kind of explain the algorithm. So as soon as we're like 2 blocks away, once we hit that block 575, or it might be block 576 where it officially starts, it's going to ignore the last 15 blocks, take the 360 blocks before that, discard the longest block, the longest 60 blocks, the fastest 60 blocks, left with those 240 blocks, and then it will work out the difficulty by that, and then the difficulty will start to come down accordingly. Don't expect it to just shoot down. I know we've been waiting for this block and we're going to start to see a difference after this block, but it's not just going to come straight down, because it still needs more blocks after that to still work the difficulty down. Because when we look at averages, especially with an averaging algorithm that continuously makes the difficulty lower to make up for the amount of hashing power we've got, etc. It will start to reduce slowly, and then it gets faster and faster because the difficulty is getting lower and lower. Therefore, it's helping that average out much faster the lower it gets. So the more blocks we then get through after 575, the faster it takes. In terms of when are we going to start seeing transactions put back through on the blockchain, Electroneum had stated that they want, once they're happy that they've got in between 4 to 8 minute blocks, they're going to start putting they're going to switch over from mining empty blocks and go straight back into putting transactions in those blocks. It's not gonna take an awful long time to catch up with the transactions, I don't think. And then obviously all of those that have mined coins from the mobile miner, a lot of people are getting quite confused because the mobile miner reset their balance to 0 and continued to mine, would have sent you 2 notifications, one for saying that your coins have been put onto the queue, and then another one saying it's been put through to be processed on the blockchain. Those coins they've not gone anywhere. They're just waiting to be processed. And once they turn on the transactions again, you'll start to get your coins through, which is good news. And then you'll get another notification. So no more of this. Where's my 10 ETN? Where's my coins? I haven't been able to transact and so on. I need to explain about the fork. The entire issue with this fork has been the lack of miners after the fork. And I'm going to explain why, and I'm also going to explain why you can understand why it's happened, and that it's to be honest, it's quite fair enough. So obviously when the ASICs got kicked off because of the update, they got kicked off the network. Unfortunately, they left the difficulty sky high, far too high for GPU miners, and GPU miners just didn't want to come back and mine ETN because it wasn't profitable. And that's completely fair enough. You can't expect miners to come back, and especially those that have big mining rigs that actually take quite a lot of power. And if they're not getting that positive return on that, why would they do it when they can mine other coins? So it was quite frustrating, yes, but it happens, and I don't think it's a reflection on Electroneum as a blockchain. If any other coin that went through this process would have had the same issue, miners wouldn't just go back to a blockchain that has a sky high difficulty and not profit from it. these guys have to profit as well. A lot of GPU miners keep their coins. Some of them sell their coins. Some of them only sell enough coins to pay off their electricity bills. But you can't really expect them to come back and just not take profit whatsoever. A lot of people did for the cause, and I personally, and I'm sure the Electroneum team, are incredibly grateful to all those that switched on to mine Electroneum after the fork to help get through these blocks. Also, if you look on minethecoin.com, the stats for Electroneum, the difficulty is down 19.55%. But in terms of how far the difficulty is yet to come down, it's going to come down tenfold that, because of the ASIC difficulty is quite literally sky high, and that is what ASICs do. Unfortunately, they'll mine a coin to near death, get kicked off the network, and then just move on to the next one. They're like leeches, unfortunately. But yeah, at the moment, across all the pools, there's roughly 64 mega hashes on the network. I'll pop a little thing up here just to see the stats from minethecoin.com. And I don't know how accurate minethecoin.com stats are, but they were the top search when I was searching for the stats for the pools for the miners. And that's it in terms of the update. We're nearly there now. Just be patient with it. Rome wasn't built in a day, and no tech company are bug free, are tech issue free. Especially a new company that's only 6 months in to what they're doing in an industry and in a new type of technology that isn't fully understood yet. So it's just expected. I mean, you can't expect where blockchain as a whole, there's like 2,000 other cryptos out there. I know a lot of them are literally just there for the ICO money and things like that, which I'm going to have another separate video on, me talking about ICOs, what to look out for, and what makes a good ICO and what makes a bad ICO. So stick around for that, because I'm going to film that at some point tomorrow, I believe, and it's going to be a good watch. So stick around for that. But in terms of that as a whole, the industry is screaming out for developers to learn blockchain, and until that happens, it's not going to fully take off. We need people to become experts in it. We need well, I know there's universities that are starting to teach blockchain as part of their syllabus. I know next year or the year after next year, I'm going to be doing cryptography as one of my units, and blockchain. I'm hoping, and I'm going to be speaking to them as well. Which, by the way, everyone, I have an interview on Monday, so wish me luck. I'm hoping I get it. It's an interview for an associate lecturer at the college I go to. I'm really excited, but yeah, I'm really hoping blockchain's incorporated into that, because it is all about like cryptography and things like that. But yeah, that's enough about the fork. Super excited to reach this block. It is going to be awesome. Now, the second thing I wanted to just briefly touch up on was the iOS app, and a lot of people are still really negative about it and things like that. And all I have to say on this is look at the Apple App Store and look at how many crypto apps there are next to none. And the reason for that is because Apple, let's face it, are just being extremely cautious over an industry and a whole new type of technology, and a whole new asset class as well. Remember, cryptocurrency is now basically considered an asset class. It's a form of value, and Apple can't just approve any app. You look at the market leaders like Coinbase, Blockchain Info. Those are basically the only ones that have an app on the App Store. In terms of actual cryptocurrencies, I mean, most cryptocurrencies don't have their own app anyway. But they're not just gonna, Apple aren't just gonna approve these apps, especially in, they might wait until regulation. You never know. But what I just want to go off of that is that over 80% of smartphones in the world globally anyway are Android based. It is, and I apologise to all you Apple users. I mean, I personally don't understand paying 600 quid for a phone that you're literally limited to what you can do on it. That's my opinion. If you want total freedom of what you can download, what you can install and stuff, Apple is not for you. I know they're easy to use and they've got good build quality, but they're not 700 quid's worth of smartphone, unfortunately. But that's my opinion. I did used to have iPhones. I used to have a MacBook. And that was ages before I really got into computing. And when I really got into computing, I then looked at Apple and thought, Jesus, my laptop that I have now, a Xiaomi Mi Notebook Pro, which cost me 850 quid plus, not plus, that's including customs tax. That literally obliterates any MacBook Pro in the market at the moment in terms of specs. And if you wanted even close to equivalent specs on a MacBook Pro, you'll be paying probably around 3 times as much. And build quality is basically the same as well. And that's what you get with Apple, unfortunately. They've got that brand name, therefore they can do what they want. They are market leaders at the end of the day. But yeah, that's all I have to say on the app as well. It will eventually come once there's legitimization within the whole market as a whole. And Apple can start looking into some crypto apps to be approved onto the App Store. There's not many on the App Store at all. There's not many at all. So I think it's quite harsh to give Electroneum a bad time about it and to constantly complain to Electroneum about it. There's nothing they can do. They've stripped some functionality to and then reapplied to try and get it on there, and it just wasn't happening, unfortunately. So yeah, so that's basically it for this video. If you like this video, give it a like. What I'm going to do now is leave the video. Sorry, I just had to kind of lure my friend over here to stop the video. But like the video, comment down below what your thoughts are on all of this, and subscribe to the channel for more all about tech content. Well, all about ETN. No, all about tech. I am doing more videos. It's summertime now, so I'm going to be doing more different cryptos. I've got another Crypto News Weekly coming. That series people seem to like, so I'm going to get more into that. But I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace out, guys.